Back with Paul Curcio, 82-year-old Paul Curcio. Just a wealth of knowledge. This is Scott Burt and Judy Burt. We own the Bareknuckle Boxing Hall of Fame. But we just having a fascinating time listening to Paul and all of his stories and history of Belfast. And I hope you guys are enjoying it too. Paul, we've done, I don't know, 3 or 4 segments so far. Is there some other stories that just come to mind that you'd like to tell us about that we wouldn't know to prompt you on, other than to say, just tell us some stuff, Paul?
Okay. My grandfather was from Angelica. His name was Harry Warner. And when we were younger, my dad and all of us were always interested in John L. Sullivan and boxing and all that. And so my grandfather, he was always really interested in boxing. He used to box in Angelica, and they had an old mill. And one story he told about, he was boxing and had the ring set up and everything in the mill. And he said that he boxed this one kid in Angelica, and his brother said, "You want to be careful if you box my brother, because if you hit him in the nose, if you make a mistake and punch him in the nose, he's going to kill you." And so what my grandfather do, the first thing he did, walk right in there and punched him right in the nose as hard as he could.
How did that work out?
I guess the guy couldn't do anything after that. He didn't do anything. I remember telling me that's the first thing he did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was something else.
Oh my gosh.
And then he used to tell us kids, tease us about, he said, John L. Sullivan, he said there was a guy in Angelica that could grab him and throw him right over the fence. He said he could lick the tar out of him. And, he said he was so big he had to split the back of his boots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Really?
Yeah. He put his boots on, and he could have killed John L. Sullivan. And of course, we didn't know. He'd say, well, maybe he could. We didn't know.
Wow, that's crazy.
Now you said this.
Now you got some pictures here. I'm going to come around so you can show us some pictures. Let's review this one more time, because we've referred to it a couple times. And I'll come around so we can get some pictures of this. Tell us one more time about this, Paul.
Okay. This is
about when was the picture taken? Would you guess?
1909.
1909?
Yeah.
That's the year of the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's taken from up behind my house.
And we decided that your house now stands
right
here, but not that building.
No, it's both of these.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And another story about this house and the people that lived there, I don't know, my dad said that they had a farm. You'd wonder, where's the farm?
Yeah.
Well, anyhow, but they had a farm, and they had somebody that worked for them. They put in a lot of grain for them.
Uh-huh.
And they had a granary right here by the house. It was behind the barn, a granary right here. And I've seen it in some of the pictures. And so the grain was stored in there, and the guy that owned this place, he wouldn't pay the guy that did all the work.
Oh, gee.
So the guy used to get in there and take grain. He'd break in there and steal a bunch of grain. And so one day, the guy decided he'd fix him. So he took a double-barrel shotgun, wired it to the chair, and hooked the triggers to the doorknob. And when he pulled the door open, it would blast him. So the guy happened to look in, there must have been a window. He looked in the window, he saw what was going on, so he snuck in there and took the grain and the shotgun.
Oh my gosh. And who told you that story?
My dad.
Your dad. I liked your dad. He was very, very, very well respected, just like you, Paul.
Yeah, he was knew a lot.
Yeah, he was a teacher too, right?
Yeah, he was a science teacher.
Science
math
teacher.
Teacher.
Yeah.
And, he, never, nothing you could do would ever, he'd never give you any sympathy.
All right.
He used to dig cesspools in the summertime when he wasn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How about your mom? What can you tell us about your mom?
Well, she was She went to school during the Depression, and she didn't graduate because they lost all their money.
Oh, gee.
So they had a pretty tragic life.
Now, was that here in the United States?
Yeah,
yeah.
that was my grandmother's.
Oh, yes.
From Angela.
Your mother.
My-
Yeah, your
My
mother.
grandmother, the story is with her, my aunt said that when she was in Italy, you know, they were dirt poor alls, you know, that's why they came here, but she used to harvest olives and make olive oil. Well, according to my aunts, she kept some of the olive oil, and they caught her,
Oh,
and they
gee.
put her in jail, and she lost the first baby they had in jail
Oh,
because, you know,
yeah.
She's in jail.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
you know, that was, and so she came here, and she was she was a good businesswoman. She never learned to really speak English,
Yeah.
but
What was your grandparents' names?
my grandmother's maiden name was Procopio,
Uh-huh.
and it was Caterina Procopio, and
Well, what's a great name.
my grandfather was Joseph Curcio, and
And this him here?
that's my grandfather.
And is that Joseph?
Yep, Joe. That's Sam, his half brother, because his mother died when he was young, and his father remarried, and
Handsome man.
yeah, that's my grandfather.
Has he got the John L. Sullivan mustache? I think he does.
Yeah.
That's a great picture.
Did they meet here or did they meet in Italy? Your grandparents.
They met in Italy. My grandfather was from, let me see, Borgia in Italy, southern Italy. And my grandmother was from, I probably don't pronounce it right, Montoro, and southern Italy.
So you're
Beautiful place, right on the right on the ocean, the sea, the Mediterranean, not the Mediterranean. Can't think of the name of the ocean right now. The waterway. It's up on the. We went there and stayed. In their house.
Oh, that must have been
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
So your son Joe is like several Joes, right? I mean, like 3 or 4. He the third or fourth or something
Yeah,
like that.
my wife's father, his name was Joe. His grandfather was Joe. His brother was Joe. Joe. We got a grandson that's coming now. He's just moving here. His name is Joe.
Yes.
So there's a lot of Joes.
You got some other pictures that you brought up, just random different things.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what we talked about in the last episode, right here. What is this? What's this, Paul?
That's the New Belfast. That's the hotel where the Mennonites are now.
Oh, yeah, and right across from it is where the Hall of Fame now sits. The John L. Muldoon's Barnsley built in 1884. But now, you already spoke about, this has been removed, the
Yeah,
third
right.
floor. What a fantastic building.
Yeah, that was,
I love the pictures of Belfast way back when there was awnings on everything.
Yeah,
And they went all the way down. What else you got?
this is a tannery. This is Tanner Brothers. I thought it was a tannery, but it's a canning factory.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And these are the people. This is one of the labels on the bean cans that I got from Colorado that somebody had. I tried to get the can. He had a can too, but I bid $60 on it. Went for $100, so I missed out. But they did have a label. They found it under a porch in Colorado somewhere.
Where was this building here located?
It was up across the road from the GLF, up on the GLF road.
Yes. Yeah, and it didn't look like it lasted very long. It was 13
that-
years, maybe burned down.
Nope, I think they went bankrupt.
Uh-huh.
It said in there that it's unbelievable to me. They claimed that they canned 30,000 bushels of apples.
Wow. Are the buildings still standing, Paul?
They're
They're
just
gone.
a hole in the ground.
Yeah, just a hole in the
And they
ground.
had, steam boilers, and they had,
Uh-huh.
there's more pictures of this. They hired about 100 people. And they,
Belfast really was on the way up, wasn't it?
yeah, and so some of the, one of the bad things about it, all the cans, they had to solder them. They're all leaded, sealed.
Oh, geez.
All
Yeah.
the seams.
Yeah. Oh,
And
my
there's-
gosh.
There's scraps still there out back, all the
Oh, my
scrap
gosh.
from the tin cans.
Uh-huh.
There's a whole pile of it there,
Uh-huh.
of all the trimmings from the cans.
What's the other picture you got there? I think there's one underneath there.
Yeah,
What's that
this
thing?
is the dam that they dammed up the Genesee River, and they ran the mill, to run the different sawmills and the water wheels and
Where was the dam located?
behind Stillwater. Oh no, the dam was over behind. You can just about see it before you get to the Canadian line on the backside of the
It's
river.
still, part of it's still there?
You used to be able to see the posts. Some of the
Uh-huh,
posts in
yeah.
The river.
Uh-huh.
But you know, that was
How about
pretty handy.
how about the massive railroad bridge that went down there? Can you talk a little bit about
yeah,
that? Was that like, I don't know, was that like the world's biggest United States
At
the time?
Yeah.
And they built that way back when, and
Yeah, the early part of the 1900s,
what was, there must have been a dilemma or at least controversy when they took it down.
Oh yeah, well, not so much. you
Really?
know,
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have fought to save it now, but you can't. Yeah, I mean, when they decide to sell it, you just,
Yeah.
you know, unless you've got, you know,
Yeah.
a lot of power some way or another, politically, or a lot of money, they're going to tear it down because the scrap is worth a lot of money.
Was there? It was so big and such a landmark. In fact, it's still used on many signs and posters.
Yeah.
There's always been a wise tale about people falling off it and getting buried in the cement abutments. Any truth
No,
to
that
that?
was in the dirt.
Oh.
All the dirt. Let me get some pictures.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah.
So, Judy, what do you think so far of all of our interviews with Paul?
Fascinating. I
Yeah.
love history and Paul's.
What are some of the things that pop right to mind as that of what he has been talking to us about that you didn't know, or is
How
just,
much was here?
Yeah.
I mean, this was an amazing place.
Yeah, and what was and we have to ask him why the downfall.
Mm-hmm.
That's a question we'll ask him when he gets back. He went to get a picture to show us some more stuff, and I'm really enjoying this. So our next segment, then, Paul will be back with a picture, and we will ask him about the downfall of Belfast, because there must have been something, right, Judy, to take everything away.